that we can show you is the work which was done 20 years ago. The idea to show around people in the original place started at the end of the 80s, when it was easier to travel through Germany, through Europe. In those days there had been here a hospital, so it was not possible to show around the rooms.
Yes.
They were occupied by patients. A normal hospital for town and countryside.
Yes.
But it was possible to go around with the tourists in the courtyards. The guides had the idea to show around in the chapel. What about showing the tunnel? This had been a good idea. They started, but they had no real idea where the tunnel had been. And so at the end, one of the real ones came in the story again, although he had promised to himself that he never will come back to that place again. He one day found a letter in his mailbox, and when I think with some heartbeat, he read "Sender Colditz." He opened and he could read, "Dear Monsieur Casimir, we the guides of Colditz Castle would like to invite you. We would like to show you around, our guests in the chapel. We would like to show the tunnel you once have dug in Colditz Castle. But we have a little problem. We do not know where to find it." He first hesitated. At the end he really came, and so a lot of details given by him made them to reopen this like it had been.
Yes.
Yeah.
Excellent.
All these things were found.
Yeah. In the tunnel?
In the tunnel.
Oh wow, okay. Yeah. Some from Germany I see there as well. Brühwürfel, which is in English, I forgot the word. Bouillon in French, and in English it's Polish it's kostki, and in English it's the stuff you make soup based. Soup based, that's the word. Yes, got there eventually. Excellent. And here's the tunnel at the other end. Oh, maybe.
Yeah, if you don't fall down, you can do a few steps more.
All right. Okay. I'll try not to fall down, but it was effectively it was over there.
Yeah. Please don't disappear.
Yeah.
And if you really do, it's your problem.
Oh yes, absolutely.
We are in a chapel.
Yeah.
And so that's only my opinion, but I think heaven made the choice for the one who had to show the tunnel. It was one of the two mining engineers. The team of 30 had two mining engineers with the good knowledge how to make such a tunnel.
Oh yes, oh yeah.
And so I think it was for him like a late but the last victory to tell the former enemies or their children how he had done the tunnel.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, and now we have some people here. Walter Dietel, Eric Dietze, Arno Drexler.
Yeah, these had been doctors and nurses when Colditz Castle before the Great War had been a home for mentally ill, a hospital.
Yes, but
they were sent in the war, and when they never came back, their colleagues made a memorial.
The First World War memorial. Yeah. Okay.
You see the numbers down there.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, I do see that now. 1914, 1919. Yeah, I didn't see them bits originally. Oh, and there's the roof.
And if you would like to go in the chapel like the high family of Saxony did 400 years ago, you must have a look to these photos. It's a virtual reconstruction of what had been here in 1600. You can read
Yeah,
this.
right. So, Chapel in Colditz Castle is 600 years old, used by the head of the Saxon state from the 15th, 18th centuries, used when Colditz was an asylum and hospital from the 1800s to the 1930s. I think it ceased to be an asylum in 1922, but I'm sure this knows more than I do.
24.
Oh, 24, okay,
but
right.
they used it again at the end of the 30s.
Oh, yes, it went back to, it was a KZ. a wild KZ.
To start what they what later was named euthanasia.
Yeah, I was thinking about this today, about the euthanasia. Why wasn't this place used for euthanasia? The only reason I could think of was
to collect people.
Oh, yeah, it could be collected here, but sent to Piena or somewhere like that, which is not that far from here.
But they were first collected here, some.
Oh, really? Okay. So, from discussions on the restoration of the castle, an important aspect was that none of the Renaissance period instruments and artifacts remain. The classical style triple galleries from the period when Colditz served as an asylum for 150 years are the only extant artifacts. Additionally, the role that a chapel played during Colditz's use of POW camp was highly important. The now existing interior designs and artifacts of the 1920s will therefore be preserved and reconstructed. However, some historical inventories consistent with descriptions of precious objects in the castle are available that allow a virtual three-dimensional reconstruction of the elector's construction phase. The condition of the chapel in 1604, as it was used by Princess Sophia of Brandenburg, was selected for the virtual reconstruction because the chapel was in its most valuable and significant state. The realization of 3D reconstruction was achieved by Toolbox GBR of Magdeburg.